You keep thinking you've got time, but you don't. Every day slipping through your hands is a day you'll never get back. Your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, those aren't just numbers. Those are seasons. And every season you waste, you pay for later. Some of you are living like you've got unlimited chances, like tomorrow is guaranteed, but tomorrow don't owe you nothing. Life is limited, and the clock is ticking on every dream inside of you. And the crazy thing is, it's not the big moments that make or break you. It's the little decisions you make when nobody's watching. Every "I'll do it later," every "I don't feel like it," every "I'll get serious next year," those choices add up. They shape your destiny. You don't just drift into success. You decide your way into it, one choice at a time. But some of you are still waiting for the stars to line up, waiting for the right money, the right people, the right opportunity. Listen to me, the right time does not exist. Your time is now. Waiting has cost you more than failure ever will. Stop sitting on your gift like the world owes you a perfect setup. It doesn't. The difference between the good and the great is standards. Champions don't win because life is easier for them. They win because they refuse to lower the bar when it gets hard. They hold themselves to a level most people won't. And that's why most people never see greatness, because they keep making excuses instead of raising their standards. And don't get it twisted, greatness isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in routine. It's built in what you repeat every single day. Discipline is what protects you when motivation dies. Your habits are either your prison or your passport, and the results you're living in right now are proof of the routine you've been keeping. But even habits won't change your life if your mind stays trapped. Poverty thinking will keep you small even if you've got talent. But when you shift to a wealth mindset, not just money but purpose, growth, resilience, you stop seeing obstacles and start seeing opportunities. The battlefield isn't out there, it's in your mind. And let me be real, urgency is non-negotiable. You don't have forever. You don't even know if you've got tomorrow. So why are you living like you can play around with today? You've been given a gift, a calling, and time to use it. Don't waste it waiting, don't waste it doubting. If you move with urgency, if you decide today to give everything you've got, your life will never be the same again. You keep waking up like you've got forever, but you don't. The alarm clock goes off and you drag yourself out of bed already planning for a tomorrow that might not even show up. That's the lie most people live with, the lie of unlimited time. You act like life is on layaway, like you can just keep putting off your greatness until you feel ready, until the conditions are perfect, until you're comfortable. But listen to me, life is not guaranteed and the clock is not stopping for you. Every second is borrowed. Every moment is a gift, and most of you are out here spending it like it's cheap. You think you're in control of time, but you're not. Time doesn't care if you're tired. Time doesn't care if you're scared. Time doesn't care if you're unsure. It just keeps moving. While you hesitate, it moves. While you make excuses, it moves. While you plan and talk and dream about what you're going to do one day, time is slipping right out of your hands. And one day you'll look back and realize the one thing you can't buy back, the one thing you can't negotiate, the one thing you can't bargain with is time. Do you know how many people went to bed last night planning their tomorrow and didn't wake up this morning? Do you know how many had goals, had dreams, had businesses they wanted to start, relationships they wanted to heal, books they wanted to write, but never got the chance? And here you are, with breath in your lungs, with strength in your body, with a brand new day staring you in the face, and you're wasting it like it doesn't matter. You keep talking about tomorrow, but tomorrow isn't promised. All you've got is right now, this moment, and what you choose to do with it. The tragedy isn't that life is short. The tragedy is that you think it's long enough to waste. You think you've got time to scroll endlessly, to procrastinate, to let fear dictate your decisions. You think you can live careless today and somehow wake up disciplined tomorrow. But you don't just wake up disciplined. You don't just wake up successful. You don't just wake up fulfilled. It's what you do with the limited time you have today that determines who you become tomorrow. And if you're reckless with today, you'll regret it tomorrow. Every single day is a deposit into your future. Every action, every choice, every habit, it's all stacking up, building the life you're either going to love or the life you're going to regret. The question isn't whether you've got time left. The question is, what are you going to do with the time you've got? Because life is limited. You don't get unlimited tries. You don't get do-overs. You get this one life, and when it's over, it's over. I need you to stop living like you've got forever and start living like your days are numbered, because they are. Every birthday is not just a celebration, it's a countdown. Every candle you blow out isn't just a wish, it's a reminder you're 1 year closer to the end. That's not meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up, to shake you into urgency, to remind you that if you keep waiting for perfect conditions, you're going to miss your moment. So stop saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Stop saying one day. Stop saying, "when it feels right." Tomorrow is not guaranteed, one day may never come, and the right time is never coming. The only time you've got is now. And if you don't treat today like the treasure it is, if you don't respect time for the gift it is, then don't be surprised when you wake up one day empty, realizing you spent your whole life waiting to live, but never actually lived. Your life is built on decisions, not dreams. Every step you've taken, every setback you've experienced, every small victory you've tasted, all of it can be traced back to choices you made. That's why this key point matters so much. Decisions determine direction. Too many people believe life is about chance, about being in the right place at the right time, about luck falling into your lap. But I need you to understand, it's not luck that shapes your life, it's the decisions you commit to over and over again. You don't wake up successful one morning just because you wished for it hard enough. You wake up successful because you stacked 1,000 daily choices in the direction of your vision. Think about the small decisions you make each day. They don't look powerful at first, but they are. Hitting snooze or waking up on time, scrolling through your phone or opening a book, investing your money or wasting it, eating clean or eating junk, staying consistent or giving in when you feel tired. These tiny decisions are steering your life like a compass. They don't look big in the moment, but over months and years, they set the entire course of your future. You don't fail in one moment. You fail because of repeated neglect. And you don't succeed in one moment. You succeed because of repeated discipline. Look at the people who inspire you. Athletes, leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs. Their greatness wasn't built on talent alone. Talent gave them a foundation, but decisions built their destiny. Every early morning workout, every extra hour of study, every choice to say no to distraction so they could say yes to growth, that's what separates them. They didn't become great because the world handed them an opportunity. They became great because they created opportunities through consistent decisions that aligned with their goals. Here's the truth. Decisions reveal priorities. If you say you want success but your decisions scream comfort, then success is not your real priority. If you say you want to build wealth but your decisions scream impulse spending, then wealth isn't what you're really chasing. People don't always live what they say, they live what they decide. Your actions are louder than your intentions. Your choices are louder than your promises. And the direction of your life is proof of what you've really been committed to. This is why so many people stay stuck. They want the rewards of one direction while making decisions in the opposite direction. They want health while choosing laziness. They want love while choosing selfishness. They want financial freedom while choosing debt. You cannot cheat this. Life is brutally honest with your decisions. It doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you work for, what you sacrifice for, what you consistently choose. And every day you're writing the map of your future with the pen of your decisions. When you understand this, you start to take ownership. You stop waiting on perfect timing. You stop waiting on someone to rescue you. You stop waiting for motivation to magically appear. You realize you already hold the power. Every choice you make today is a step toward the future you're building, whether you're conscious of it or not. And the danger is if you don't intentionally choose, you still end up somewhere, but it won't be where you want to go. Drifting is also a decision, and it usually leads to regret. The gap between you and the life you want is not as wide as it feels. It's not a gap of talent, it's not a gap of opportunity, it's not even a gap of resources. It's a gap of decisions. Every time you choose growth over comfort, discipline over laziness, focus over distraction, you close that gap. And the more consistent you are, the faster you move toward the life you dream about. It's not complicated, but it is costly. Because the right decision often feels heavy, it feels uncomfortable. It demands something from you that the wrong decision doesn't. But that's the difference between people who rise and people who stay average. One group chooses what's easy, the other chooses what's necessary. The question you've got to ask yourself every day is simple. Are the decisions I'm making taking me closer to where I want to be, or further away? Because life will not lie to you. Your direction will always tell the truth. And if you don't like the truth, it's time to stop blaming your circumstances and start choosing differently. Success is not built on convenience, it is built on consistency. Anybody can work hard when they feel motivated. Anybody can show up when the mood is right. Anybody can give effort when the crowd is cheering. But true greatness comes from those who show up day after day. even when no one is watching, even when the fire in their chest feels dim, even when every excuse is screaming at them to quit. Consistency is the invisible force that turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. It's the grind that doesn't make headlines but builds empires. Think about a seed planted in the soil. You water it once, nothing happens. You water it for a week, still nothing happens. But if you stay consistent, if you keep watering, if you keep showing up every single day, one morning you see a sprout pushing through the dirt. That sprout doesn't appear because of one day of effort, it appears because of many days stacked together. That's what consistency does. It compounds your effort, it multiplies your discipline, and it rewards those who are willing to wait and work long enough for results to appear. The problem is, most people quit before the breakthrough. They show up for a week, for a month, maybe even for a few months, but when results don't come fast enough, they start doubting. They start asking themselves if it's even worth it. They start questioning whether they're capable. But what they don't realize is that consistency is always working, even when you can't see the results yet. Every rep, every page, every dollar saved, every practice session is building a foundation under the surface. The ones who make it are the ones who trust the process long enough to see what that foundation can support. Consistency isn't glamorous. It doesn't give you the rush of quick wins. It doesn't always make you feel excited. But it's what separates the good from the great. Because in life, you don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your habits. And habits are nothing more than repeated actions. The choices you've turned into a rhythm. The rhythm of consistency is what carries you when motivation dies out. Because motivation is temporary, but discipline is permanent. There are people with more talent than you, more resources than you, better connections than you, and yet you can still beat them if you outlast them. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the strongest. You just have to be the one who refuses to stop showing up. Because talent fades when it isn't practiced, intelligence fades when it isn't applied, but consistency builds momentum that becomes unstoppable over time. The world doesn't always reward the most gifted, but it always rewards the most consistent. Every step you take, no matter how small, is proof of your commitment. Even when the progress is slow, even when it feels like nothing is changing, every consistent action is a brick laid in the structure of your success. You may not notice the difference after a day, or even a week, but keep stacking those bricks, and one day you'll stand back and realize you've built a wall, a fortress, a foundation no storm can shake. That is the power of consistency. But here's the truth most people don't want to accept. Consistency costs. It costs time, it costs energy, it costs comfort. You'll have to say no when you want to say yes. You'll have to keep going when your body begs for rest. You'll have to wake up early, stay late, sacrifice pleasures that others indulge in. Consistency is expensive, and that's why so few people own it. But those who do, those who pay that price, end up living a life others only dream about. Every day is a test. Will you choose consistency, or will you choose convenience? Will you take the easy road, or will you walk the narrow one that leads to growth? Because the truth is, success doesn't come from what you occasionally do, it comes from what you repeatedly do. And when you understand that, when you live that, when you commit to that, you put yourself in a position where greatness is no longer a possibility. It becomes inevitable. True success is not about the destination, it's about the journey and who you become along the way. Too many people think the finish line defines them. They believe the house, the car, the title, or the applause is what makes their life valuable. But the reality is that those are temporary rewards. They fade, they break, they lose their shine, and then you're left with the person you've built in the process. The journey is where the real transformation happens. The struggle, the lessons, the failures, the sacrifices, those are the things that shape your character, your resilience, and your mindset. Without the journey, the destination is empty. When you start chasing a goal, you think the reward will be the thing that makes you feel fulfilled. You tell yourself, when I get there, then I'll finally be happy. But what you don't realize is that happiness and fulfillment are born from growth, from the process of striving, from becoming better today than you were yesterday. Success is not a single moment in time. It's the accumulation of moments where you chose to grow instead of quit, where you chose to keep moving instead of settling, where you chose to embrace the pain of progress instead of the comfort of staying the same. The destination will never mean much if the journey didn't require anything from you. That's why so many people who get quick success or inherit something they didn't work for don't appreciate it, and sometimes even lose it. They never went through the fire, they never had to carry the weight, so they never built the strength to hold on to what they received. But when you fought for it, when you sacrificed for it, when you've endured sleepless nights and countless rejections, the destination becomes sacred, not because of what you gained, but because of who you became to reach it. Every failure along the way is not a setback, it's a step forward, because it teaches you what doesn't work and points you toward what does. Every delay is not denial, it's preparation, because it's in those seasons of waiting and grinding where patience is forged, humility is built, and persistence is tested. The journey is designed to stretch you, to break off the weakness. Think about it. You don't get fit from going to the gym once. You get fit from showing up day after day, lifting when you don't feel like it, running when you're tired, eating clean when temptation is whispering at you. The same goes for your mind, your spirit, your goals. Success is repetition. It's the daily decision to choose growth over comfort, purpose over pleasure, long-term gain over short-term satisfaction. Your routine is either building you or breaking you. The question isn't whether you have a routine. The question is whether your routine is taking you toward the life you want or keeping you stuck in the one you're trying to escape. Too many people underestimate the power of small daily actions. They think greatness comes from huge leaps, but in reality, greatness is the result of small steps done faithfully over time. Waking up early to plan your day, taking time to read and learn, moving your body to keep your health strong, practicing gratitude before bed, these might seem small, but over time they separate the disciplined from the distracted. The difference between someone who dreams and someone who achieves is found in the habits they live by. Discipline is hard, no doubt. Routine feels boring compared to the excitement of chasing something new. But understand this, routine protects you from destruction. It keeps your emotions in check when motivation fades. It keeps your mind clear when distractions multiply. It keeps your body strong when stress tries to break you down. Routine is the anchor in a world that constantly tries to pull you away from your purpose. Without routine, you drift. With routine, you build. The greatest athletes, the most impactful leaders, the most successful entrepreneurs, they all have one thing in common: relentless commitment to routines that match their goals. They don't rely on how they feel that day, they rely on the systems they've built. They know motivation comes and goes, but routine turns action into a lifestyle. It's not about doing it once, it's about becoming the kind of person who does it no matter what. Every day, you're writing your future through your routine. If your routine is filled with procrastination, junk food, endless scrolling, and excuses, then don't be surprised when your results reflect that. But if your routine is filled with discipline, healthy choices, intentional learning, and consistent effort, your results will eventually reflect that too. The beauty of routine is that it doesn't ask you to be perfect, it only asks you to be consistent. And consistency, over time, beats talent, luck, or circumstance. So if you want to transform your life, don't just set a goal, create a routine that supports it. Build daily habits that align with the person you want to become. Wake up with intention, work with focus, rest with discipline, repeat with faith. Over time, your routine will carve out a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Routine is the quiet builder of champions, and if you can master it, you can master your destiny. Success isn't about how much money you have, what car you drive, or how big your house is. It's about the impact you leave on people's lives and the difference you make in the world. When you strip away all the things, all the material distractions, what lasts is the way you influenced others, the love you gave, the hope you inspired, the lives you lifted when they were down. The truth is, people may forget your possessions, but they will never forget how you made them feel. That is the real measure of success, not the accumulation of stuff, but the transformation of souls. Impact is what keeps your name alive long after the applause fades and the spotlight moves on. Look at the people who have left legacies that still inspire generations. They didn't take their cars, jewelry, or mansions with them, but the principles they lived by, the way they served, and the hope they gave continues to echo. True success is when your life becomes a light that guides others through their darkness. It's when the story of your struggles and triumphs becomes a roadmap for someone else to keep going. That is far greater than any paycheck or possession. The mistake too many people make is chasing things instead of chasing purpose. They think if they can just buy more, own more, show off more, they will feel fulfilled. But fulfillment doesn't come from having, it comes from giving. Fulfillment comes from knowing that because you existed, someone else's life got better. And here's the truth. When you start focusing on impact instead of income, influence instead of image, the things you were chasing will follow anyway. People will pay you not just for what you do, but for who you are and how you make them feel. When you start living for impact, you stop asking, "What can I get?" And you start asking, "What can I give?" You begin to see every encounter as an opportunity to plant a seed of hope, every challenge as a chance to inspire resilience, every victory as a way to prove what's possible. Impact is about legacy, and legacy is not what you leave in someone's hands, it's what you leave in their hearts. Money will fade, possessions will break, but the legacy of a life that impacted others is eternal. And here's the powerful part. You don't need millions of dollars or a massive platform to make an impact. You can start where you are, with what you have, with the people around you, encouraging a coworker, being present for your family, mentoring someone younger, serving in your community, sharing your story. These are the seeds of impact. Never underestimate the power of your words, your presence, your example. For someone, it could be the spark that changes everything. If your definition of success is only tied to material things, you will always feel empty, because there will always be someone with more. But if your definition of success is tied to the impact you make, you will always feel full, because no one else can impact the way you can. Each of us has a unique gift, a unique way to influence, and when we use it, we contribute something to the world that nobody else can. The real reward is not in the things you acquire, it's in the lives you touch. It's when someone comes to you years later and says, "Because of you, I didn't give up." It's when someone says, "Your story gave me hope." It's when your children, your friends, your community can point to you as an example of what it means to live with purpose. That is impact. That is legacy. And that is the kind of success that no amount of money or possessions could ever buy. At the end of the day, success isn't about what you collect. It's about who you become in the process. Too many people think success is a finish line, some final destination where you arrive with the big house, the luxury car, the bank account stacked, and the applause of the world. But that's not the truth. Success is in the daily grind, the way you push yourself to grow, the way you refuse to quit even when life knocks you down. It's about the discipline to keep showing up, the courage to face your fears, the resilience to get back up when you've been broken. That's the real prize, the person you shape yourself into while chasing the dream. Because here's the reality. You can lose the house, you can lose the money, you can lose the job, but nobody can take away the person you've become. That growth, that strength, that character, it stays with you. It's what carries you into the next season of your life. When you measure success by possessions, you're vulnerable because those things can be taken. But when you measure success by who you've become, you're untouchable. Because no circumstance, no person, no loss can strip that away. That's why the most successful people aren't the ones who have the most. They're the ones who have mastered themselves. Every struggle, every setback, every failure is shaping you into something stronger, into someone wiser. When you're focused on becoming, you stop being afraid of failure, because you understand failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Failure builds character, struggle creates strength, and pain develops resilience. You start to see the value in the tough moments, because they are chiseling you into the version of yourself that can handle the blessings when they finally come. That's why the journey is just as important as the destination, because who you become on the way is what prepares you to sustain the success once you reach it. Think about it. If success was only about the stuff, then the richest people in the world would be the happiest. But we know that's not true. Some of the wealthiest people are the most broken, because they never worked on themselves, they just worked on acquiring things. But when you focus on personal growth, on developing patience, wisdom, compassion, discipline, and integrity, you gain something that money can't buy and nothing can destroy. That's real wealth, becoming a person of value, a person who can be trusted, a person who others look up to not because of what you own, but because of who you are. And here's what's powerful. When you become that person, the opportunities come, the resources come, the relationships come. Success stops being something you chase and starts being something you attract, because the right doors open for the right person. The more you grow, the more the world responds to who you've become. So, success is not a matter of luck or chance, it's a matter of preparation. It's about becoming the type of person who is ready for the opportunity when it shows up. The real definition of success isn't external, it's internal. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the version that walks in purpose, the version that refuses to quit, the version that inspires others through example. It's about standing tall in your integrity, being true to your calling, and refusing to let the world define your worth by numbers or possessions. The world might measure success by wealth, but real success is measured by growth, by transformation, by the way you evolve into the person you were always meant to be. That's why success isn't about what you get. It's about who you become.